Beji, thank you so much for speaking with us. It's a real pleasure to have you, A, in Switzerland and B, speaking with us. So thank you very much.
It's a pleasure.
I have so many questions to ask you about startups and all sorts of stuff. But yeah, let's start with what do you think makes a great startup?
Okay. So we've seen a lot of startups. So per year, normally around 10,000 companies apply to get our investments. Normally, we're looking at the team because companies come in at so early stage. So there's risk around the market, there's risk about product, there's risk about their financing round, but one thing that we know is the team. So the four most important things, it's about the team. And then the next question we ask ourselves is, does this team have the capacity to build the right product market fit today? So often we're looking at the market size and what the product they're building to that. So normally, pretty straightforward, it's team, product, market, but we definitely focus on the team side.
Mm-hmm. I'm aware that you travel a lot and going all around the world. I'm quite curious because you're based in San Francisco, which is the kind of massive startup hub. Are there any other places that have kind of surprised you when you've been traveling around, and is there any little hidden gems we should know about?
Interesting question, because I think I've been with the organization now since 2011. So like the first time, for instance, I started going a little bit more to Mexico. That market was very nascent. And when we decided to set up an operation, most people ask us why. And today, like after 8 years, SoftBank, for instance, that launched $100 billion fund, they decided and announced a $5 billion fund into Latin America. So it's really interesting because when you start looking at markets, and I'm Brazilian, so I of course come with a very international perspective when I'm in the Bay Area, but I think sometimes it takes a little bit of time for people to see its sort of true potential. But now, after 8-9 years in operation with 500 startups, we've seen today more people recognizing different parts of the world, different pocket of talent. So it's been really exciting.
One of the big discussion points, especially in the financial industries and with younger people as well, I'd say, is the blockchain and the cryptocurrencies, things like that. Are you seeing a big rise in that in certain startups, and is it really affecting the industry?
Yeah, it's an interesting question too, because we see so many companies, and then we always select the best of 2030 to come to our accelerator program. We had two waves, right? Up to this point, when you have the wave from the crypto, a few years back, you have the first wave of Bitcoin. At that time, actually, we had a track, because when we've seen enough companies, we actually build a track so that we can build the mentors, the investors, the founders within this broad accelerator program that we run. So a few years ago, we had a Bitcoin track, and then the whole Bitcoin crashed, and then a few years ago, came back. And right now, even you look at this really last batch that finished our program in the Bay Area, out of the 20 plus companies that we have, 5 are in the sort of blockchain space. So we definitely see a lot of companies, a lot of really good talent moving into sort of this trend.
Beji, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
It's an absolute pleasure.
Likewise.
Wonderful speaking with you.